We return to the hospital where Seo Yan talks to Taewoo, despairing at being back to square one. Seeing how weak she is, he helps her get back home where he reveals to Jeomja that the person responsible for her son's death has returned. Taewoo receives a call about the body found by the burned car and finds out that Leon's ring was on one of his fingers in a bid to fake his death. He then leaves the old woman but makes her promise to look after Seo Yan. Meanwhile, Heejoo and Jaehoon find out that one of the bodies found by the burned car has been identified as Leon. Back at Jeomja's house, Seo Yan looks through the old lady's ledgers and finds out that people still owe her money. Mr. Oh and Taewoo arrive to confirm that Leon is really dead and offer the old lady help if she needs it. After speaking with Seo Yan about the lost money, Taewoo finds out that it was Heejoo who told Jeomja's son about Leon's hideout, therefore sending him to his death. While enjoying his newfound wealth in an expensive hotel room, Inpyo gets a nasty surprise from Leon's men, who track him down after he started using the money. They kidnap him and he awakens, tied up, as Leon questions him about his wife's whereabouts. Fearing for his life, he reveals that she's staying with Jeomja. Taewoo visits Heejoo and talks to her about the time she sent Jeomja's son to catch Leon. She admits that she did it to get revenge on her, despite having also suffered after Leon's fraud scandal. We then cut back to Jeomja, who's shocked to receive a visit from Heejoo. He gives her money in exchange for a description of Leon. Unfortunately, Jeomja is unable to remember his face, which has been frustrating her since her son died. When Seo Yan returns home, Heejoo is surprised to see how well she is, going on to tell her that her husband took the money. Before leaving, he warns her to be careful. However, a confident Seo Yan tells her she now feels capable of doing anything. After Heejoo leaves, Jeomja has some wise words for Seo Yan, and as she goes to sleep, Seo Yan asks her if she can sleep with her, and they spend a touching moment talking about her childhood. Meanwhile, Leon's men take Inpyo to the middle of the woods and throw him in a shallow grave. As they do, Jeomja wakes up with a coughing fit, prompting Seo Yan to bring her to hospital. It's here that we find out she has pulmonary fibrosis, and the only cure is a transplant. At her bedside, Seo Yan vows to be her daughter and to help her get back up. The next day, Jaehoon meets with an investor who offers him $5 million and invites him and Heejoo to an exclusive VIP gathering where one of his partner from DK Investment wants to meet with them. As the man leaves, we see this as a setup as he calls Leon, who in turn shaves and dresses up for what we assume to be the VIP meeting. Determined to help Jeomja, Seo Yan asks Mr. Oh to get the new address for the old lady's debtors. Taewoo then arrives and while having dinner, tells him she is not leaving as she needs to help out Jeomja with her medical bills and wants to have more money, to be precise, 9.9 billion. Before leaving, he gives her a plane ticket and hopes that she will need it one day. In the bathroom, the camera pans over to see he also bought a ticket for himself and the person next to him is actually Leon. He then heads off to meet with Seo Yan, who's none the wiser and still doesn't know he's Leon. After thanking her again, he asks her for some help. We then cut to the VIP party as Heejoo and Jaehoon are waiting and see Seo Yan arriving with Leon as the episode ends. The episode certainly ended on a very intriguing note as Leon seems to have all his opponents within his grasp. Neither of our three characters are aware of what he looks like though, so he definitely has the upper hand. What he's planning to do next will probably be quite dramatic as we draw ever closer to the finale. I really enjoyed seeing the evolving relationship between Jeomja and Seo Yan, especially now that the latter calls herself her daughter. It sounds like Seo Yan had quite the difficult life, so seeing her finally getting close to someone was a really nice touch too. Anything could happen next, and it'll be interesting to see what the last couple of weeks have in store for this drama. In the meantime, the latest episodes have certainly brought plenty of tense and emotional moments, which makes Woman of 9.9 billion well worth watching.